Welcome everybody to my channel. I deal with everything from estranged adult children to bipolar to borderline personality and things that I'm aware of. Um, Welcome back if you've been following me for a while. I have over 200 videos, and welcome if it's your first time being here. Um, Today I wanted again to touch on estranged adult children because of yesterday's video. I believe it was, or the day before, my last video, whichever. So I found out that my former mother-in-law passed away, and it was back in February, and I just found out now. I'm estranged from my children for 9 years now, and they are 18, 22, and 28. And I actually moved out of state, sort of to get away from them, sort of because that's the house that we found and fell in love with. So I've been away from that state for almost 2 years, and I've reached out to them and pretty much got no response. And I've done a lot of things that I found out I shouldn't have, like contact them. Um, the I don't want to say the professionals, but the specialists say if they want to be estranged from you and don't want anything to do with you, let them. But I always find things out and I contact them because it's really hard. I'm not going to lie, they're my children and it's hard being away from them. However, them being adults now and not seeing them for 9 years makes it a lot easier. It actually makes it to the point where I don't want to see them because of the discomfort that I would feel seeing them and talking to them and really having anything to do with them. So I found out that my former mother-in-law, sorry, it's really hot, and then I turned the air conditioner off so I could talk. Um, I found out she passed away in February, and I just found out now. I had saw my middle daughter, and I thought she was in her cap and gown from graduation, and I really wanted to see it. So I Googled her to see if I could find a better picture of her, and ended up finding out about my former mother-in-law, who I got along with really good. I got along with my in-laws super good. And so I was, my therapist, he said I was grieving. Um, and that's why I just kind of wanted to get away from everybody and get away, and just be left alone to try to process this. Even though I haven't talked to her in 9 years, it doesn't, I always say, it doesn't erase the memories. So I also have learned from, they call them experts, that if your child, because I read the obituaries every day, because that's the only way I'm going to find anything out, because my ex is a narcissist and he wouldn't dare call me and tell me if something happened to one of my children. He just wouldn't. So I have to do my own investigation and my own PI work, is what I call it. I say I'm a little PI because I find things out. So I do that. I look at the obituaries and find out if anything is going on. So anyways, I left my ex a voicemail saying I was sorry about his mom. I left a voicemail for my daughter, my oldest daughter, um, again saying I was sorry to hear about her grandma. And I left a voicemail for my son, same thing. because of the fact that what if 10 years down the line they want something to do with me? Unfortunately, at this point, I don't feel like I'm going to want to do anything. I don't want to have to do it. I can't talk. I don't want to have to. Am I going to have to do a take on this? Like 10? At this point, not seeing them for 9 years, I don't know them, and I don't have the urge to have anything to do with them. That sounded much better. And I saw a expert who said, do you leave them in your will? Do you put them in your will? And his answer was, no, they're not there for you now. Don't be there for them when you're gone, when you have assets. Make sure you don't put them in your will. The other one was, if you find out they passed away, don't go to their funeral. And all this sounds harsh to me, but if you think about it, it's true. They don't want anything to do with you. I don't think I'll ever get that straight, but that's okay. Why give them the satisfaction of being there for them later when they need you? What about when you need them? And you would think as a parent, well, I don't need them, they need me. That's not true. Exactly. You do need them in a way. Um, because you're so used to, usually anyway, you're used to having them in your life. You're used to having their company, their giggles, their jokes, whether they're stupid or not. But neither they're, I'm having trouble with this one tonight. Um, Neither there or here, even though it's neither here nor there. It's no wonder people don't watch my videos because I just can't get my tongue wrapped around some of my words. But I want to make a video about that my therapist said I was in mourning over my deceased mother-in-law because I don't call them my exes. I still call them my mother-in-laws, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law. They're still my in-laws. Um, that's just the way it is with me. I wrote my emails and my condolences to whoever I could get a hold of, and then I decided, after thinking long and hard, my ex is a narcissist. He doesn't give me the time of day, no matter what it is. Um, Whether it's putting my animals that I had to sleep, he didn't give me the time of day to say goodbye to them. He didn't give me the time of day when my daughter was 11 and almost died because her appendix burst. Um, he didn't give me the time of day for shit. So why am I doing this? I think part of it is to make me feel whole. Um, if I tell them I'm sorry this happened, I feel better about myself, that I'm a better person. He's a piece of shit. And it makes me feel better. And with that, um, I have a August 12th hearing to change my name because I've always hated my name, and I decided to make the jump and change my name. And once you have a hearing, it's game on. We moved down here. People know me as my regular name. I'm going to change my name, and eventually they're going to find out about it, and I don't give a shit. It's none of their business. Um, I'm pretty excited about it because I've wanted to change my name for a long time. and I'm doing it. And I'm pretty excited about it. How David feels about it, he says he supports it. I don't really know how he really feels. I think he feels that way. I got an itch. You get these little gnats, and they're annoying as hell. That's not why I have an itch. I just because sometimes you get an itch. But I've been writing novels and poetry, and also color books for adults. And I've been publishing those with no, you silly, with Amazon. And so far, I really haven't made any money because I haven't been discovered yet. So hopefully, God, are you serious? If I don't cough, then maybe I have an itch. I don't know. Um, it's always something. And I don't script. I don't practice. I watch videos about editing. I watch tons of videos about how to do YouTube videos, and I don't follow a fucking one of them because I am who I am. I want you to know who I am. I want to be me. Um, yeah, in a little while I'll be somebody else, but not really. I'll still be me. I'll just have a different name. And I'm looking forward to that. That's like adopting a shelter dog and changing its name. It's funny. Not really. But I'm 53 years old. I mean, we gotta change. I have to change so much. It's insane, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited about being somebody else. I'm tired of, I can't say I'm tired of being me, but I've always, like I said, I've wanted to change my name for God knows how many years, and now I have the opportunity. Um, Then we talked about a little bit about the weather down here has been hot, 91, 92 Fahrenheit. Um, we've been trying not to use the air conditioners because like the box fans and the fans are cheaper to run. Um, Last year we got an electric bill that could have paid a whole lot of shit. We didn't know we were on the budget, and we didn't know that we should be checking and having them reevaluate the budget. So we went a whole year on the budget, and at the end of the year, got this enormous bill. And there's a dog I got the air conditioner off, I got the fan off, and then I had a dog over here making noise. I had David in there, quiet. He's writing a book too. His is a little bit different than mine. Mine's like a romance novel. His is a prison based uh, prison werewolf vampire based men's thing. I don't know. It's going to be up to him if he wants to dive into Amazon and uh, publish that. But I've been publishing a lot because I'm trying to get my foot in the door and make a little bit of extra money. I talked to Social Security to find out how much money I can make, and she just confused the shit out of me. But when the time comes, I'll worry about it then. It really isn't a big deal. Well, I mean, like making $10,000 or $5,000 would be a big deal, but she asked me how much I made. Knock it off! How much I made a month. Damn dog. So it happens when they roll on dead baby birds. Oh, it's fucking disgusting. One shakes and leaves, and the next one shakes and leaves. Knock your shit off. They only do this when I'm trying to accomplish something. Surprisingly, the puppy's not. I believe she's down there sleeping, which is surprising. Usually she jumps all over the furniture, and she's just been a ball of energy. But Sasha, knock it off! There's such thing as paws on here. You hear shaking? For once, the train's not going through. Not anyway. Not right now anyway. They have me all distracted. But like I said, I record raw, and you get an idea of who I am. And I thought I saw lightning. I don't like that. Um, we're in Tornado Valley. Tornado. No, that's not what it's called. Tornado Alley. I'm real smart today. Uh, so it's like, I think I was falling asleep earlier. But yeah, we're in Tornado Alley, and one thing that I'm petrified of is tornadoes. Sasha, quit it! She has allergies, and her ears bother her, so she scratches them and she shakes her head, and I've taken her to the vet numerous times. Then I hear stupid Storm, I think it is, in the other room, shaking. He shakes for no reason. He's just an idiot. They just piss me off sometimes, because it's like, why can't you do this shit when I'm not trying to be productive? Anyway, I was talking about estranged adult children. One commenter said it was the best thing that ever happened to her, and that makes me sad, because I hope my kids don't feel that way, but with the influences that they have, they probably do. And when the time comes, if the time comes that they want to see me, I can't say I feel the same way. They've had opportunities, they've blown me off, they've done things that I'm sure their father had something to do with, their grandmother, my mother, their family had stuff to do with. And does that mean that I should accept that? I don't think so. But I guess time will tell. 18, 22, and 28. My 28-year-old just got married and bought a house. I don't know what my 22-year-old is doing. My 18-year-old doesn't know how to drive, because I can monitor them and it'll say, violations and convictions and things like that. And she's just a shitty driver. And I'm sure I said that before. What do I have to contribute to this video? I guess just take it one day at a time. If they contact you, find out what they want. If they want to be jerks, like I said, I was trying to finish, and Sasha's still shaking her ears and pissing me off. I sent my condolences to everybody that I should, and then started to think about the things that they've put me through with our divorce. That was 9 years ago. But the things that they've put me through, and I started to say, fuck that. And I started to go through my Facebook, and if I knew them and they were part of that family or friends, I started to block them. And I did that a long time ago, and then I unblocked them in case they wanted to get a hold of me. Well, they've had 9 years to get a hold of me, and now they have my phone number, so if they do want to get a hold of me, they can text me or they can call me. Otherwise, Facebook is out. I'm thinking about, I already have a new email address. I'm thinking about making a new Facebook, just as a fresh start. I know it's a little late, but I click my pen and then I bitch about the dogs. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. It's an anxiety thing. But I don't know. I guess you got to do it. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I might be able to help you because I'm going through this myself. I've been going through this myself for 9 years, and maybe I'll be able to help you with questions you have or concerns or anything like that. Um, I know I should make another video about borderline personality disorder because that shit has been hitting home really hard. And I guess I just am maybe not ready to make that leap. Then there'll be 2 videos tonight, even though I can schedule them for different times. Technicalities. So this has been 21 minutes, and I think you get the idea of if you do need somebody to talk to, I'm available. I do make special requests. You can take that how you want. But emails and things like that. So I hope you have a great weekend. It sounds like it's going to storm out, and I'm not thrilled about that. But I might make a video as soon as I have it all set up and whatever. So have a great weekend and take care of yourself. Again, if you have any questions, um, I'm here uh, in the comments, in the email. I take this seriously, even though sometimes I throw in a little quirky in there. And I say I'm going to go, and then I keep talking, and I do that in real life. So have a great one.